Ian, we have a Patreon.
We do.
Whole topic. Ian, how do you access the
Patreon.
CU Podcast Patreon?
Patreon.com/CU Podcast.
And what Thanksgiving nuggets do you get there?
You get
thanks for it.
You get writings, which I'm gonna do one today on Thanksgiving.
You're gonna do it on Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna do one today about Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. I was gonna say you'd be too tired from that tryptamine.
And we released the full video podcast, and you get to vote on the questions for this poll
every week.
Every week.
Our poll, you can vote on our poll. All right. In third place at the past couple weeks, the second and third place have been suffering from the first place responses. 14% do the Smash third-party characters encourage players to try it in the game. Second place, 16%, are the Marvel heroes heading in the right direction, moving on from the A heroes to lesser-known heroes. In first place, 70%. Is that the highest ever?
That's high.
I think there was one that was higher. Do you feel old, Ian, thinking about games from your childhood?
Oftentimes, yes. Not when I'm just thinking about them. Thinking, I played Sonic 2 a lot, or I played DuckTales a lot, or things like that. I don't necessarily feel old then. It's the constant reminder that X game has just turned 25 years. X console has just turned 30 years old. And that gets me. So and
it's always on Twitter.
Yeah. So Donkey Kong Country now being 25 years old, that makes me feel pretty old. When the Game Boy hit its 30th year, I felt old because
I just saw a Link's 30th anniversary article too. Yeah.
So yes, I definitely start to feel my age when people talk about the release dates of certain games.
Can I just say this? I'm not trying to criticize.
The Dreamcast is 20 years old now. That makes me feel old too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Can I just say this real quick? I'm not trying to criticize people that run, Twitter accounts like Games You Loved or Remember This back then. Can we stick to 5 and 0 as our anniversary years? I don't care. Metal Gear Solid came out 16 years ago. Keep it to 5 and 0.
Well,
there's enough games to fill in the blanks. I think there still is enough.
Well, then what stupid fucking vapid clickbait bullshit are they going to post?
Okay,
if
but I literally see stuff like it's been 24 years. Can you wait till it's 25? We're going to have to repeat it when it's 26. Sorry, that just bothers me. It's a weird anniversary thing to do. 9 years ago.
This Xbox 360 game came out 4 years ago. Remember when? I fucking hate accounts like that.
Okay, it needs to be a little stronger.
That.
But they get a lot of views. But I'm just going to say there's a space for it, but keep it to 5s and 0s. All right? That's all. Sorry, what was I saying? So that they make you feel old when you get reminded when they came out.
Rocky Possum came out 23 years ago. Where were you?
Rocky Possum.
Goddamn, I hate that shit. Okay. So fucking lame.
Well, they're popular.
Have a real account. Do something instead of fucking pulling up a picture of a box of a game that came out and saying, "Remember?" Fuck.
Was Rocky Possum a game?
Awesome Possum was.
Oh,
Awesome Possum was, and Rocky Rodent was. I mixed the two of them together. I didn't do it on purpose, but yeah.
All right, that's gonna be our first indie game we collaborate on. What? Rocky Possum.
Rocky Possum.
It's a boxing possum game.
Rocky Possum and the sore mouth.
Wow. All right, that's an interesting video. Okay. All right, so that one account that follows me is going to stop following me because they do that. Then again, they follow 25,000 people. It might be a bot account.
Do you remember? Old stuff is cool, right? Yeah, old stuff.
Well, there's some nice ones that be like, remember this commercial from 1987? It's okay, I remember that. Okay,
there are some that are fine. There are some that do it a little bit better, but Jesus, no, I'm sorry. I've been harboring this deep-seated hatred of accounts like that for so long. I mute and block them.
You blocked them? How do you see it, from retweets?
Yes.
People?
And I constantly mute them and block them. And it's I'm sure that they are run by nice people. And there are a couple that I keep up. But it's why do I care? You're digging from the dregs of fucking...
nostalgia?
I can do one right now. Games released today.
And then you see what came out? Is Rocky Possum going to be in that?
Rocky Possum.
1987 Amiga game? What is it?
Whatever.
Okay.
Take a hit off that nostalgia rock. We got Rocky Possum coming out 25 years ago. Remember when?
Okay.
Here's the advertisement.
That makes me want to get into a Watchmen conversation because Adrian Veidt sold a nostalgia perfume Like Watchmen's brilliant for a lot of reasons. Anyway, so was gonna say, so you don't feel old playing the games. You just feel old when you remember, when you actually see a number. This was 25 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. I don't feel old when I play the games.
No.
I feel like a kid again in a weird that nostalgia thing. Like, or this feels fun if it's an old 30-year-old game, because if it's an old game, it's a classic. It's still good. Like, I don't feel old when I watch old movies. I think I caught Jaws on TV the other day, and you have to watch Jaws. It's amazing. And like I just watched Jaws. I was like, I don't like. Oh, this movie came out. Almost holy shit. 45 years ago, Jaws almost came out. I didn't feel old watching Jaws. Well, it's entertainment. You sort of escape into it. That's like, sort of the point.
It's like I told people, I tell people at work, and I've said this forever, I never stopped playing these games, so it doesn't have a time machine effect. I've always played classic
like movies
games.
You stop watching, music you might stop listening to a moment in time, like an 80s song or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there could be something, but like I actively keep up on this stuff. So, and it's what I enjoy playing. So I've played Genesis since the time I got my Genesis. So when I play something, yeah, I remember playing it when I was younger, but I also played it last week. I played it 6 months ago. I played it 2 years ago. It doesn't have that immediate warp back factor because it's something that I've experienced at all times of my life. It's simply when they bring up how old it is.
The only thing that really makes me feel like I'm an old man is technology. Because you can literally age yourself by TVs you watched or types of phones you had, or whether or not you had the internet. And the people that are now younger than us, even people that are still in their late 20s, have an entirely different experience than what we did.
Yeah.
And so, especially, I'll just say, if you're on the dating scene and you want to date someone even a little bit younger than you might have to have a conversation. It's like, yeah, I went to college when the internet was still a new thing and we still researched with like books.
Yeah.
And the people that look at you like you're fucking crazy when you say something like that, or be like, yeah, when I grew up, we had to share one phone and we had to go or have a touch tone phone, or my dad was too cheap to pay for touch tone, or you hit a 9 and you heard 9 clicks. Come on, Dad, it was $1 a month. Kick in. You feel like a pauper. Had a button phone and it still was rotary. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, I didn't need $1 that badly each month in my life. Anyway, so when you talk to younger people and you have to explain like you're a man out of time, like you're Rip Van Winkle. It's like, yeah, when I grew up, when you went to the mall, Ian, you had like a little piece of paper with people's phone numbers on them.
Oh, I know.
And you had to call your mom and bring quarters for the payphone and say, hey, Mom, come pick me up.
You're getting real old guy right now.
Yeah.
I know.
But that's not that long ago.
No.
That's 20 years
or you
ago.
Call collect, and when they ask your name, you just say, pick me up, and then you hang up the phone.
Never did that.
Did that.
That was smart. They used to have commercials like that, you're too cheap to call your parents and so like, yeah, I had it was a 5-pound 6-pounder, like, and they hung up the phone real quick. I'm not doing it justice to that commercial of like 1999. Those commercials existed up to like 2003 with Ed O'Neill going for 1-800-CLECK. Now I hear Ed O'Neill doing like singular commercials. Ed O'Neill's been like the phone guy on commercials for like 25 years. Sorry, I'm going on a weird tangent about phones.
We got to wrap it up.
Yep. So anyway, technology makes me feel old when you communicate to someone else how much it's changed drastically in even the past 20 years. I was watching a movie. I caught Swim Fan for some reason. That movie's from like 2000, and the guy has a fucking beeper on it with messages. Yeah. No cell phones yet. It's like 2000 or 99, that movie. It's not that old, that movie. Sorry. But you don't like those Twitter accounts?
No.
Rocky Possum, that's our new game we're gonna make. Someone might do some Rocky Possum art for us. I feel like those.